It was a romance that played out like a love song. The year was 1944, and London, England was suffering through the Second World War. That's when and where a Canadian serviceman and a young Irish girl would begin a dance that would last a lifetime.
I was dancing with somebody else, and the person actually that I was dancing with had a little too much to drink. So my husband took pity on me and cut in. And that was our very first meeting.
Van Doan, a soldier with the Queen's Own Rifles, was on leave when he swept Theresa Riley off her feet. When the soldier returned to fight in Holland, their courtship continued through letters.
He was a great guy. It just sort of developed like most romances, I guess, eh? Just that we got closer, and he suggested that we should, get married, and we did.
On a cold night in January 1945, they were married. The groom, on another leave, would meet his in-laws for the first time during the couple's honeymoon in Ireland.
The wedding itself was very small, but the honeymoon was great.
Once the war had ended, Theresa, with 4-month-old baby Maureen, joined her husband in Cobalt, Ontario. The family would eventually move to Sault Ste. Marie and grow, as would the romance.
It was a great love story. Mom and Dad I can still picture them dancing right here in this living room with their friends.
In 1981, Van became very ill. A year later, he died of cancer. After 37 years of dancing together, Theresa now faced the music alone.
It was a good life. It really was. I certainly have had no regrets, except for the fact that he left me way too soon.
But the man they say was more Irish than the Irish lives on in the stories his war bride shares, with their 7 children, 18 grandchildren, and 10 great-grandchildren.
I love hearing my grandma's stories. It's kind of the most I get to know about him.
Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Here, surrounded by family at her 91st birthday, Theresa Doan can now sit back and enjoy the legacy that began with a simple dance. Jane Morgan's fascination was the couple's song. It's just one of many tunes that would make up the soundtrack for this tale of love and war. Makda Ghebreslassie, CTV News, Sault Ste. Marie.